get ready with me. I'm just off to have lunch with some of my friends, so I thought I would, number one, look into the lens, but I thought I would just hit record, and instead of doing a voiceover, sorry if you can hear aeroplanes, can't help it, but yeah, so I thought I would just, instead of doing a voiceover, just talk you through, and I wanted to actually use some of the products that I've mentioned in my beauty haul, just to kind of like a first impressions. I've got I already put my day cream on, so I put this on in the morning, and this is the Clarins Hydro Quench Rich Cream. So I do that, and then I'm going to put on my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Someone asked me if this is worth the price point. I think it's like, is it 60? I think it's between 60 and 70. To be honest, I don't notice anything like really amazing about it. It's a nice cream, it has a nice scent, it moisturizes well. It's a nice base for your makeup to kind of sit on, but I don't notice it doing anything that, for example, my like Oilatum can't do, or any other cream that's a little bit thicker won't do. So I know they call it like a magic cream or whatever, and it does make the area of your skin feel really soft, but after kind of an hour or so it kind of goes back to normal. It kind of sinks in, and whether it does like has long-term benefits, I'm not really sure, but yeah. I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? Let's put some, I'm gonna put my Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. I love this stuff. And my lips have been, well, my skin in general has been really dry. I'm talking quietly, by the way. Like, if you notice my voice is a little lower, it's because my son's asleep on his daddy's chest, and he's watching Batman in there, but like with subtitles. Yeah, so actually, what do I want to do? I wanted to use the Becca foundation. So this is the Aqua Luminous foundation, and this is in the shade medium, and I think in my haul I said that it's a touch darker. It looked it anyway when I put it on my hand, but we'll see. And when I'm testing a foundation out, I prefer to use my hands, so I'm like being fair to all the foundations. I know some foundations obviously apply better with like a brush, foundation brush, a sponge and all that stuff, but I'm just going to use this, and I've got a little like, it's got like a little dropper thing, so I'm not going to mix anything with it. So I'm using that much to start with. Let's see how we fare with this. So that's the colour. Actually, it's not too bad. It's like a touch warmer, but it's actually blending in quite well, right? And it's really dewy. It reminds me already, like the feel when I'm applying it and like pushing it into my skin, it reminds me of MAC's Face and Body. Although MAC's Face and Body, like the more you kind of work it into the skin, the more you kind of play with it with your fingertips and warm it up, it gets more kind of like jelly, it gets a little bit thicker. Actually, the colour's not too bad. It's a little darker. If I move back from like the window, you can see it's a little darker, but, and the coverage is actually pretty good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good. You can still see your skin underneath, but I like that, especially like for daytime. I like when you can see your skin, or in my case, like my facial hair, my fuzz. The Under Eye Brightener by Becca, and it's like super light, kind of looks pinky, but I'm gonna just try a bit of this. I'm not sure how it's gonna work on my skin tone, but it has like, oh, it has like a sheen to it, not shimmer, but it has like a highlight quality to it. So I'm just gonna test that. It's really creamy as well. Whoa. So obviously this goes under your concealer, so I'm just using my fingers because I find like under my eyes I have more control when I use my fingers, and whatever product I'm using like just blends nicely as well. Sorry if I'm looking here, guys. My mirror, my like vanity mirror's here, but I could use this so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. Is that better? Let me know. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of that because my NARS Radiant Concealer and Creamy Concealer, and this is in medium to ginger. Like it's a nice concealer, but don't get me wrong, but I don't see what the huge like fuss over it was. I much prefer the Urban Decay Skin Concealer, and I much prefer Maybelline's Age Rewind or their Fit Me Concealer. So that's with my concealer on top. The light's going. Not light's going, but the sun is hiding behind a cloud. I'm just gonna, whatever product's left, I'm just gonna put it onto my eyelid. Soap and Glory powder. And I just push that underneath. And if you find that you like your concealer moves a lot, or you have kind of oilier skin, you definitely want to push your product in. So I just always push the concealer powder in to set everything. And anytime you're working with like liquids on your face, it's like you want to set it quickly in place, unless the look you're going for is kind of like glossy, dewy, and kind of slipping around the face. And then whatever's left I just put onto the eyelids. And then I'm going to quickly do my brow. I'm just going to use my trusted Makeup Revolution Focus and Fix. This is in, again, medium dark, and I just mix the shades really. So I always like to start here at the arch and just do light little strokes, and then I shape it down a little, and then I keep with the brush strokes all the way down. And then whatever's left, I work through the rest of the brow. And when you're doing your brows, it always helps to have like a mirror like this, like close up, and then a mirror kind of further away, like my big mirror here, because sometimes you think your brows look filled in and even close up, and then when you look kind of zoomed out, they look a little different, or the shape looks a bit distorted. Because when you're working so close up, it's good to always like take a step back. This foundation is like really dewy. Can you guys see, or am I just making it look like there's like no highlighter or anything, and it looks really dewy? This reminds me actually of the finish, like reminds me of Chanel Vitalumiere, like back in the day before they kind of, the formula kind of changed around a lot. That's what it reminds me of. And that was like my go-to foundation. Expensive as hell, but it's like one of those foundations you can't fault the finish. Priyanka Chopra, like her go-to look is like these plummy natural lips, kind of full lips, but her eye makeup always looks really minimal. So I'm gonna use my Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. My brother actually got me this for Christmas, and I love. I'll probably work with minimum eyeshadow, but I'm just gonna use this Hot chocolate color here. It's a nice warm chocolatey brown. I'm just gonna use a 224, dead simple, and then just warm up my crease. Photograph, this is a Technicolor liner by MAC, and it's like a dark brown black, but it's not, yeah, it's a brown black, and I'm gonna run this along my lash line. So I'm pushing it into the lashes. and then dragging it a little higher. Just using like an angled brush, but it's like a lot softer than what you would use if you were filling in your brows. So I'm just going to use that, and I'm going to take that liner and I'm going to push it inwards and upwards. So I'm just softening it, and it's kind of blending into my natural eyelid colour. And then at the edge I slant my brush this way, and I kind of just create a, not even a wing, like you don't even want it to look like a wing, you just want it to kind of fade naturally into your skin. Like I feel like with her look she always does that. Like it's rare that you see her with like a really defined like winged dramatic liner. It always looks really soft. Take this colour here, which is Amaretto, which is kind of dark taupey colour. I'm putting that on the same angle brush, and I'm just gonna push that into the lash line as well, and it's almost gonna set the eyeliner as well. Same dark taupey colour, Amaretto, and I'm gonna take a pencil brush from MAC, and I'm just gonna work that on the bottom lash line. And normally I don't actually like to put anything on the bottom lash line, as I feel like it just closes my lashes up. Sorry, it closes my eyes up. But I'm just gonna apply just a little bit, and I'm gonna stop kind of midway where my pupil is. My mascara, I'm gonna use my Voluminous. Bronze up. I'm not going to contour, I don't feel like her face is like heavily contoured, but I'm just going to use, this is one of my favourites, and I lost this, I found it in one of my old handbags. This is a Superficial Mirage bronzer, and this is from Hourglass. So I'm just going to use that on Real Techniques Expert face brush, and I'm just going to kind of warm up and use this bit like a blusher as well. Plum, no, it's called One. I'm just gonna run that over my lips actually. Is this her? Should we go darker? Her lips are obviously full, a lot fuller than mine, I think. And like she never has like an obvious lip line. I feel like she has like a lip, she does her lip line, or her makeup artist does the lip line and then kind of softens it. So you can't really tell where her lip line ends and where her face kind of starts. But like in a good way, like not in a bad way, I don't think. Use Mere. Little. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, like I can hear you guys like talking back, but I can't. I'm just gonna do something with my hair as well. My hair, because it just looks very flat. This is why I don't straighten my hair much, because it just looks really flat and stuck to my head. And I'm used to like a lot more volume. But so let's see how these work. Guys, I'm really bad at hair, by the way, so I feel like when you have curly hair, you kind of just get really lazy, because it's hard enough to like detangle and look after your curls. Like anything else, it's just, oh my god, I have not used a straightener in probably like a thin straightener at least. What is that? Okay, let's just work with it. I'm just going to do like my front sections just to kind of curl this away from the face. Is this doing anything for me? I don't think so. Okay, let's just do these bits. See, this is what happens, guys, when I try and like do anything with my hair. I fail miserably and I give up because I just don't have the patience. Like, I can sit forever and blend an eyeshadow, but when it comes to hair, I get really impatient really quickly. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna leave it here because I'm wasting my time and your time doing that, because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, so yeah, this is the finished look, obviously inspired by PC. Yeah, and I think it's fine for daytime. So if you guys do prefer kind of me talking as I'm doing it, or if you just prefer shorter videos with voiceovers, or you just would prefer a bit of both, like, you know, one video that, one video this, because I know these videos are gonna obviously be longer. But yeah, let me know what you prefer, because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones who are watching, not me. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching.